a tag for it. I have
It's a good
video for
elk
it.
drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's not enough elf meat on the antlers.
Ow. That's
She would have said that, but she was unconscious.
yeah.
Just a bit of, prodding.
There definitely was
I
some
know you've got enough
penetration.
of that already.
Ah! Oh my gosh. Those are good ones.
It all depends on your definition of good.
Making fun of someone who basically died. That's fine.
We all mourn in our own ways.
So you end up staying a little bit longer in town than you thought you were going to. Gives plenty of time for the axes handles to be made. Gives plenty of time for the meat to be butchered and smoked and prepared. So you have mutton and elk and some roots and stuff like that. So you guys each have a week of rations.
And we have extra axe handles too.
Yeah, I got 2 extra axe handles. Nice.
Now,
Next time someone
How
dies, I
long?
can make a
How long
custom
did?
gravestone.
How long was extra time did we have? Because recovering.
And you spent a week.
Week.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, does that mean we go through a week's worth of rations?
No.
Okay.
This is what you have left after your week.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to spend that time basically looking for herbs and whatnot.
All right.
I have a backpack, so I can carry some stuff. If
Now,
I
this
just-
is not what you would normally do.
Uh-huh.
Hunt for herbs. Because this
takes
is
a
a
long
one-shot module and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I have. I'm proficient with herbalism.
Oh, you mean herbalism tools. Or, yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
Is that different than just using herbs?
No. I was just confused because I was looking at skills and like, wait, there's an herbalism skill?
All right,
I
so
gotcha.
roll me a survival check for your herbals.
$11.
Okay, and roll me a die 4. Wait, 11?
Yeah.
No, I don't need die 4. You automatically got only 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll a dice. Double check something. Roll me a dice 6.
2.
Hagweed is a floating plant found in ponds of still water and verdant carpets of minute green leaves. Deceptively harmless to look at, these plants thrive in sneaking waters where bodies of animals and travelers alike have sunk to rot. Hagweed is indeed a serious threat to travelers. At dusk and when the sky is overcast, a horse or pony might easily stumble into the deep pools they cover, thinking to find firmer terrain. Hagweed owes its name to the fact that many stories tell how marsh hags and trolls like to lurk beneath the surface of ponds covered by hagweed, as corpse candles often appear over such pools of stagnant water and attract the unwary. If collected, the leaves of the hagweed can be brewed into a drink that strengthens the spirit. Drinking hagweed potion gives a character advantage on all saving throws against corruption for 1 week.
Yep. Do I have time to brew it?
Yes, because you guys had to stay in town
Yeah.
for the healing to go.
Okay. I'm gonna brew a potion of hagweed.
So you said it gives advantage on saving throws against corruption, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For 1 week. So you have 1 potion that one of you can drink.
Not 8.
And it tastes like a hag's armpit.
Oh, a hag's armpit.
Well, not 2 hag's armpits. That would be ridiculous.
That'd be too much. That's way too much.
Yeah.
I can deal with one.
See, what it really tastes like is 3 armpits.
Ooh. Of a spider?
No, of hag.
Oh.
Okay.
So we have a picture of the party as they're preparing to leave. This one's better.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I got a lot fatter.
You've been eating a lot of elk lately.
Family.
And let that be a lesson to you. Sometimes the simplest route is the best. Both in travel and negotiation.
Well, I mean, I figured it would be super easy. I could just come and buy some meat, but then I had to get some axes, and then I went there, and then I apparently had to get some wood, and then I went there, and yeah.
Now, you guys have
Slippery
to
slope.
assign tasks. We're going to let the journey begin part.
Okay.
We're hopefully you get to the first encounter.
Hopefully.
The guide is in charge of all decisions concerning route once embarked, rest, and supplies. A good guide has a high wisdom and the survival proficiency. The scout is in charge of finding safe campsites. Opening new trails, scouts rely on stealth and investigation. Hunter, in charge of finding food in the wild, hunters seek success on survival checks. Lookout, in charge of keeping watch, lookouts rely on their abilities in perception. Now, any roll not taken means that whoever does a check will be at disadvantage. If more than one person is assigned to a task, then nominate a lead scout, hunter, or lookout. Character who makes the check against the advantage gains advantage from the assistance of the other players performing the help action of the task. With the exception of the company's guide, more than one player hero may be assigned to the same task. You can't have more than one leader. So you can have more than one character's actions looks out, more than one hero going hunting regularly, but normally no character may assume more than one role at the same time, posing the group's hunter and the scout, for example. There is an exception to that.
I won't be the hunter.
You know what the exception is?
What?
Me?
Trotter.
Yeah.
Did you read your special ability?
I did the, if I'm the guide, I also assume all of the vacant roles.
Right.
You're the guide.
Okay. And
if he's the guide, then he should have the amulet, right?
Yes, he should be the one wearing the amulet to get you your +2 on the embarkation. But it's only good for this trip. I mean, you know, any trip that starts from Wismantown, which means that once you guys taken your trip, you can gladly give it back to you. You just lend it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, of course.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
you.
I
So,
also lend him the information that I was given from...
Yeah, I'm the guide, even though I have no idea where
Alright.
we're going, so...
Trotter.
Well, you're going to be going west,
Okay.
out of the eaves of the forest, and then north through the forest gate.
Okay.
Which is right here, and then across this way. This is
Okay.
actually quite a distance,
Yeah, it looks pretty far.
because that's 150 miles
Oh, gosh.
right there.
That's a big...
So that's
150 just with that.
you're looking at about 200 miles going up.
And then another
Wow, that'll
150
take a
going to
couple
the right.
couple of days.
Another 150 to get to here, there. So it's going to take you.
It's a
It
while.
takes a while.
Players can travel about 24 miles in a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll take a while.
Yeah.
So what roles are you guys taking then?
I'll be the lookout. I can see in the dark. Well, so can he, but...
Yeah. I will be... What are the positions were there?
Hunter.
We got the
I can be
Look
the
out.
hunter.
guide,
Mm-hmm.
the scout, the hunter, and the lookout.
I will be the scout.
Okay. That means I'm the hunter and the guide.
You're the hunter and the guide, and what are you? The lookout?
Lookout.
Can I also assist with the hunting?
You can assist with the hunting.
Yeah.
Okay, guide / hunter is Trotter. Hunter is Scimitar. And the lookout, wait a minute.
Scout is Scimitar.
Okay, you can't be scout and hunter.
Okay. I'll be scout then.
Scout, look out. Alright.
Do I know what the weather will be? Since I can predict the weather.
Wait until we finish these rolls,
That makes sense.
because these rolls may determine changes in weather.
Okay.
But your first instinct is rain.
Oh, yay.
Eventually there will be rain.
Unless you're in the desert. It's always going to
Okay,
happen eventually.
players assign tasks and plan the route. Determine the peril rating. It's already determined.
Which is reduced by
Regular
2.
adventure, huh?
Which is reduced by 2.
Right.
Okay.
So the purpose of this adventure, the peril rating is 2. Why is it reduced by 2?
If you're the guide and traveling in your regions, the peril rating is reduced by 2.
Whoa! All right. So the peril rating is 0.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's scary.
Now the guide must make an embarkation roll using a die 12, and you get to add +2 because you got the advice from Heva,
Mm-hmm.
and you're wearing the necklace.
Sweet. 14.
On a D20?
No, D12.
On a D12?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, 14.
We have a safe journey ahead of us.
All right.
Also, I cannot get lost, so...
Here's the funny thing, though. Embarkation roll is modified as follows: the guide's proficiency bonus plus half their wisdom bonus minus the peril rating, which is -0,
Okay.
which normally would be a -2.
Uh-huh.
So you rolled a 14
Yes,
plus your proficiency bonus
2.
16.
and half of your wisdom bonus.
Plus 1 divided by 2, 0, or is it rounded up to 1?
It's rounded down.
Okay, then 0, so 16.
All right.
I don't think I've ever seen an embarkation that high.
You, with hopeful hearts and clear purpose, you embark with light hearts and a sense of hope. You are resolute and determined to cleave your path regardless of hardships and setbacks. Accordingly, each member of the company has advantage until the first time they fail an ability check during the journey. Now, once one of you fails an ability check, then you've lost your advantage on all your checks. Now, this isn't, you just have advantage until you fail an ability check. So these are advantages on ability checks, not attack rolls.
Okay.
Wow.
I like being guide.
Okay, then that's just minus the peril rating, which is determine the number of journey events. Events reached by rolling die 12 potentially modify the embarkation result. Embarkation leaving provides some information on the departure of the company from the Wisdom Town. Hopefully you are leaving in good spirits. You are great spirits.
Phenomenal spirits.
Adventures. Lore Master now rolls a die 12. Modified by any results from the embarkation roll, giving modifiers. There were no modifiers to it from this. There are ones where you get plus or minus on the journey events table, but you just got stuck with having advantage on everything.
Oh no, that's
darn.
terrible.
Yeah.
Dang.
Darn.
So the base DC for this journey is 14, but the peril rating, because the journey.
Also, that is -2.
Okay.
The DC is.
Wow.
Well, actually, is this a personal journey event?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
This is a group journey.
Okay, yeah, then never mind. It's not -2.
All right. Some things that you've seen on the road. The journey passes through a wide field strewn with gray boulders and deer running between them in the distance. Your company let you have a week's worth of rations on you that you're carrying already, and you're afraid of things with antlers.
Ooh,
You have antler phobia.
what's it called?
All right. Your company hikes past a stand of great emerald ash trees, and one of their numbers fallen years before, covered in moss. The others incline towards their fallen comrade. Using many fords, you cross various courses of branching streams that rise and sinks through the heather towards hillsdale sides. The road passes through great copses of ancient trees running into one another, pierced by clearings thick with bracken. The path changes through the day. In the morning, it was little more than a track used by wild sheep, deer, and goats. By lunchtime, it's composed of great dressed slabs of gray stone, risen and broken now, but clearly, carefully placed by ancient hands long ago. But we got an 11 on the scale. The essence of something dark and terrible lingers in a place you pass through. It's the site of some ancient battle, haunted still by the shades of the fallen, that stand even in the darkest of shadows may hide something bright and good. The lookout.
May I
That's
pause?
me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Must make an intelligence investigation check.
With a d20.
Yep.
14 and, plus 2, so 16.
Okay, success. The goal, it wasn't a +2 on this, right? For these checks?
Oh,
Because that
Well-
doesn't count.
I don't know if it doesn't count or not.
Well,
Just when
you
you told us
also-
that we have advantage
you-
on all checks.
Yeah, you have an advantage in all checks.
So roll again.
Roll again.
And you get the higher of the two.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because you have advantage. You get
16, 17, so 18.
18. So the goal here is, well, okay, your thing changes the peril rating, correct?
Yes.
The general peril rating. So 12 is the base then, because you -2 from the peril rating. So 12. What did you get? 18.
18.
18 minus 12 equals
4. That many.
6.
6.
We try to let people do their own math.
I know.
All right. So the roll is successful by 5 or more. The company witnesses some sign that reaffirms their hope in the struggle against the enemy. Perhaps you see evidence of the downfall of whatever evil thing that once lived here. Perhaps bright suddenly burst the brooding clouds to bathe the darkness, placing the red light. So, I'm going to say that you spot a stone troll, a troll that's been turned to stone and has been broken.
Whoa.
Bright sunlight bursts through the brooding clouds to bathe the darkness, placing in bright light, lifting the spirits of all the witnesses, and you also see the clangs. Whatever reason, each member of the company may remove 1 point of shadow and gain inspiration. Additionally, the guide will receive a +1 bonus to their arrival roll. Hey, you just lost your shadow point.
I know, I did.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention, I have Against the Unseen. You can perceive creatures in the Wraith world, invisible undead, and are immune to becoming frightened by the undead.
Right, so there was no undead,
Okay.
so it's not relevant to you.
So
Okay.
we gained 1 inspiration point?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody has an inspiration point. You guys are the luckiest logs in the land.
And so, what does it exactly mean when it says advantage for blighted areas?
Where does it say that?
If I'm the guide and traveling in my region, you have advantage on blighted areas.
Yeah, it's for the corruption checks.
Okay.
So please remove the large map. I think we'll have to find a better way to store these things.
Is there a specific way to fold this? Ooh, there we go.
That's what it looks like. Boom.
I know it's in here. There it is. Alright, so my wife made me little tile things.
Nice.
This will help me put some 3D to our terrain. Go ahead and place yourselves on the edge of the map where you're coming in through that hole.
Hole.
Right there. Alright. Let me squeeze in here real quick. You see that there's a log there. And this will give us the actual shape of the log because it's 5 feet tall up in that area, and you guys can see under there. As you can see, there's that square, that square, that square. So I'm just putting these here to give it some actual 3D.
Cool.
Ignore the map for now. We'll deal with the other things. After a few days on the road, the sun, westering behind the large trees, is running close to the path on either side. You begin to catch sight of ancient carved stones among the trunks and roots. As you walk, sporadically appearing fallen stones are seen more frequently, and you realize you're in the ruins of some ancient settlement. Please give me a wisdom perception check.
That's a 4. But I have advantage. Of course, I would use it.
Remove the elk from this.
And so when he says wisdom perception, you actually add the perception, not the wisdom part.
Oh, okay.
So that's a skill.
So
11.
9.
11. Okay. What'd you get?
9.
9.
7.
So the answer is no. What?
17.
17. You are very observant, and you feel a giant statue. A successful wisdom perception gives up a giant carved head of some mannish king, roots and moss lying thick across his troubled brow. Unsuccessful means you don't realize the nature of what it is until you actually get on top of it. But here is the image of you guys discovering
Very cool.
the mannish statue. And there's the 3 of you looking at it. All right. Give me another perception check.
Is this considered the failure that we lose advantage on?
Yes. Did you roll advantage on your first checks?
Yes.
Oh, no, I didn't. Dang.
Well, you don't need to. You
Okay,
succeeded.
fair enough.
But you failed,
Yeah.
so you,
Even
with
with
advantage, so you no longer have advantage on your checks.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's how bad my rolls are.
How about you? Did you get higher than a 12? Yeah, you did.
No, he got a 9.
9. You got
9.
no. So you no longer have advantage on your checks.
Dang.
13.
13. Okay. You didn't see the head when you first came up. It had to be pointed out to you, but that was because you're too busy looking at a giant paw print in the mud just off the path, close to the fallen stone head.
I got a 19, and I'm gonna add 5 because I can.
Okay.
So that's like a 24.
So that was your perception?
Yes.
Okay. So, you guys, what the heck's that? You're like, oh, that's, ooh, wow.
Trotter, wait. Don't step there, Trotter. Look at your feet. That's a massive paw print.
Ooh, that's pretty big.
Would anybody like to know what the paw print is?
Can.
Shadow lore.
Okay.
I will attempt.
I'm not going to attempt. Do I? Well.
Nope. 3.
It appears to be a
Oh.
mammal.
Mhm.
Nice. I didn't see anything else with my
24.
24.
I will give you advantage on your shadow lore because you've seen enough detail with your
Okay.
elven eyes to get a better idea of what it is.
Okay.
Even though it's
D20.
getting dark.
10.
With advantage, you get to roll twice.
Great. 11.
Ooh. Nice. You add any shadow lore?
So, plus 2. So 13.
13. Alright, it's just high enough to know. That is a warg footprint.
See?
It's an oversized wolf-like ally of the goblins.
Told you it was a mammal.
And, what?
Is this technically tracking if we're looking at the tracks of it?
He's identifying the type of track it is.
Because this says when tracking others, you know their numbers and when they pass through. So I was wondering if I could know
Well,
what
it's
came.
one paw print, so we're going to narrow that down to 1.
Okay.
When they passed through, not too darn long ago.
Okay. I'll take it.
And it also starts to rain. Just a little at first. But it is a cloudy, rainy night now. And
What direction was the paw print facing?
sun dips out of sight, and a blue twilight falls, and it is heading north. And the air is split with a series of shrill shrieks. A rasping horn blast sounds tunelessly nearby. And a shout of Balak! Kazad! Kazad! Ayamanyo! Anybody speak Goblin?
I
Or Orc, I
have.
should say.
I know a little of many languages and can hold simple conversations with most people.
Okay, anybody else?
Nope.
I can speak common.
What's the language of the orcs called?
Orc.
Oh.
Or the black leg, the black tongue.
Nope.
What languages do you speak?
The old language, the common tongue, and I can speak, read, and write in Sindarin.
Okay, that's basically Elven.
Yeah.
All right,
I figured.
but you know enough that it sounds like it said something about meat being on the menu. In the next clearing, you see a small group of dwarves locked in a battle with a group of goblins. As you advance from the thickets around you, burst goblins, spears at the ready, spittle flying from their naggles, toothed mouths. And the goblins make a stealth check to see if they sneak up on you.
Ooh.
If they snuck up on you. No, they failed. Especially since you get a B description.
Should we get the what?
There is a fallen tree, provides total cover from the ground level. Use of full movement action allows your creature to climb onto the fallen tree, allowing adventures on attack rolls along the stay of the tree. Jumping down is considered a normal movement. Creatures on the tree trunk have a +2 modifier to shove action on an opponent below. So there is 3 of you, which means I need 3 goblins.
Wait, are there... So the dwarves are further away, right?
The dwarves are on the other side of that.
Okay.
And they're in their own battle.
And so I still have advantage on checks, right? Not attacks, but...
Ability checks. You haven't failed an ability check yet, right?
Correct.
So yes, you still have advantage on your ability checks.
Okay.
Until the journey's over.
Would you like some help? I can put them on there.
Yes,
Or
put
you
one
would like.
down by the corner over. See where that one notch of brush comes out on the side?
Right here?
Yep, right there. Put one there. Put one on the right-hand corner of that log, and one on the left. Just where you can still see them. Okay, they don't. You are not surprised for the first round of combat, so you get a. So we're good for that. And we do roll initiative. Alright. As we are attacked by goblin soldiers. Anybody got higher than a 17? Goblins go first. Okay, and we got higher than 15. And we got higher than 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, what is yours?
14.
What is yours?
11.
Okay, you guys say, well, everybody says in the same order.
Okay. Ooh.
I don't need to know the exact numbers. We just know that the goblins get to go first.
Are we on the map or still on the edge?
Bring yourself onto the map, just barely. All right. Two of the goblins up on the tree.
Which two? These two?
Well, no. Put that one there in your head on there.
In my hand, on there.
Yep,
Okay.
right there. Put that one, make him go to the tree and get on top.
Yeah,
The one that's all far on the side.
Yeah, on top.
Yep, but right where the other guy is.
Okay, the other guy.
Yep.
Like this.
Now that one, have him charge forward. Actually, how far away is he from you guys?
40 feet.
Make him move till he's 20 feet from the nearest one of you. So up to 30 feet. You can move up 30 feet.
1, 2, 3.
One more space.
No, I just wanted within 20 of you guys.
I know he's not, so he needs one more space.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Trotter, you're in the middle, so you're the target.
Oh,
He's going to throw a spear at you.
yay.
And then the other ones are on top of the log. So they're farther than 20 feet away, right?
They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the log is behind.
So, but they're within 60 feet of you.
Yep.
So the first one, without disadvantage, you got the Trotter. Trotter has an armor class of 15.
Yeah, I don't have my shield on me right now.
So he just barely misses you with the spear.
Okay.
Now move him 30 feet back and behind the tree.
Right here?
No, behind the tree, so he's hiding.
How do you move that far?
Simple.
Oh, okay.
He moved his normal movement up
Mm-hmm. Oh,
through
okay.
the spear,
Yeah.
and then he has nimble escape. Each
Gotcha.
Mirkwood goblins can take a disengage or hide action as a bonus action on each of its turn.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, these two goblins start. I'm going to actually grab me one of those bags. I'm going to use an extra die 20. I'm going to be rolling with disadvantage. I'm going to roll 2 dice instead of rolling 1 dice multiple times. Yes?
Do they get the dash action?
Yes?
Okay.
Dash or hide?
I thought it was disengage or hide.
Oh, disengage or hide. You're right.
Ooh.
But you have to be able to move on your disengage. So, well, so you can't move extra distance on your disengage.
Right.
You have to have the dash. He moved. How much did he move to get up to where he was? 20 feet.
I think 5.
He moved 25.
There's nothing to hide behind. Just put him 5 feet back. Because if you only move 25, he only gets 30 feet of movement.
No, I think.
No, 5 feet back from where he
Back.
stopped.
Bite.
Not like going, whoops. Because that nimble escape's good when you're up close
Yeah.
and you want to try to get away from somebody. Okay. The other two are going to throw. Oh, it's in my hand. Never mind. Have you ever looked throughout the house? You can't find your phone anywhere, so you pick up a phone and you dial the number, and ding 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 ding. Oh. Okay. I found my phone.
I've used my phone to dial my phone.
I can't find my phone. Let me call it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
My phone has been in my pocket when I've been looking all around the house for it.
All right. So, with disadvantage. So that's a miss. And he doesn't take any damage because it's only 5 feet. But go ahead, lie the one goblin on the corner, the closest to you. lie him down prone on the ground in front of the log. He rolled a nat 1, so he fell off the log.
Good for him.
You're like, whoa! Oh! Kept going. All right. Trotter, save the day.
What?
There's only 3 of them.
I can. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to use my.
I was just going to tell you, in this scenario, it's 1 goblin per player character.
I'm going to use my short bow to shoot the one that's on the log off.
Okay.
Or shoot at him. Not 20.
Okay, he's probably dead.
I don't know.
Now, how I do critical.
Oh yeah,
hits
you do a maximum of the
I do
first die.
a funky, fun key, a key that's fun. Wait, there are 2 ways that I do critical hits. Well, third if you count when I have to do it by the book. By the book is you just roll the dice twice. The problem with that is nothing more frustrating to me than getting a critical and only doing 2 points of damage.
Reminds me of certain superhero games.
Yes! Getting a critical hit and then she dodged it.
It's so fun. Funky.
Funky, yeah. Okay, anyways. Woo! The other way I do it is I have these cards that has a random effect based on what type of attack you did. But we're going to do it the simplest way,
Okay.
which is you maximize the base damage and then roll the second die.
Okay, I did 17 points of damage.
Huh? What is the base damage?
1d6 plus 3, so 9.
9.
Plus a 5 plus 3 is 8.
What did you add another 3 for?
Wait, oh, okay, oh, never mind. Yeah, no. Okay, 14.
14. That is such a more logical number.
That makes, yeah.
Alright, so the one that was still on there thing gets the arrow right here. And he stands there for, like, it seems forever. And then he just crumples off the log dead. Woo! Shot through the eyeball, and you're to blame.
Did you see it coming?
No. Well, maybe. I mean, oh, God. Alrighty. Trotter has saved the day already.
Yay.
Dale, what are you doing?
I am also going to shoot with my longbow.
Okay.
Actually, last time that didn't work. And I have an advantage with my spear.
You have advantage with your spear?
I do. 2-handed advantage.
Okay, that means you have to get into melee combat with it.
Yes.
Okay. So, you're going to move up.
And then attack, yeah.
Okay, so which one are you moving up to?
This guy, the closest.
Okay.
So I have 6 spaces, right? To
Right,
move.
and going through the bush is extra spaces. So you want to hit that diagonal and then cut in.
Okay. 1. And then 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5.
Okay, that's good enough. If you had went through the bush, it would have cost you 6 to be exact same spot.
Yes.
So, it doesn't matter. All right. So you're going to attack with your spear, 2-headed, that gives you advantage. Can I see that where it says that?
Yeah, versatile gives me just a little bit of a advantage.
Oh, it changes your damage type.
Well, I don't think it changes the damage type, I think it just increases damage.
I get to use an 8,
D8 instead
a
of
D8
D6.
instead of a D6.
Right, so it increases your damage. It doesn't give you advantage, which means you only roll a single die 20 instead of 2 die 20.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you want to use one of your inspiration points...
My word choice could have been different.
Yeah, it just could have been different. If you want to use your inspiration point, then you have advantage on the attack.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Nah.
Okay.
Just... Okay,
You're gonna stab it 2-handed. Okay?
Yep. And so, 20 first?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or you can roll them both at the same time.
18 and 2.
2 plus what?
Plus
Should be on your spear. Says what the modifier is.
2.
Well, for damage right there. I don't think it's adding anything.
Can I see your character sheet again?
Well, because his strength is 10, so he doesn't get a.
Yep. There's no modifier because you just do the straight 2 points of damage.
Oh man, that's too bad.
Yep. Ah! You dandelion eater!
So I just give him a little poke.
I show you how to poke somebody. Come on, car.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my.
You're gonna pull out your what?
I'm gonna pull out my shield
Okay.
and my short sword,
Okay.
and I think it's time to finally wet my short sword. I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. And I'm going to attack.
The guy that's standing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't make it to the guy who fell down.
Too bad, because that's advantage on a prone target.
I know.
All right. Nobody's going to use the log. I'm going to have to switch this map. I've always done this, but I'm thinking I should switch the map so you guys get to the log first.
Mm-hmm.
So you just turn it around.
Yeah, I just have the players enter from the other side.
So that is a 17
That hits.
with 8 damage.
8 damage, plus you did
2.
2. So that's 10 points of damage. And that kills it. Of course, you have actually killed it by yourself. They only have 7 hit points. So it dies.
Mm-hmm.
Your short sword wicks through its throat and splatters Caranthil with its gore.
Nice.
Go ahead and remove that one from the map. And the goblins get a turn.
Goblin.
Goblin. All right, half his movement to stand up. And is he within melee range?
Not yet.
He's 5 feet, 5 feet away from being melee range with me.
Okay, plus 3 to hit the bent sword, plus 2 with the thing, so he's going to have to go move him 5 feet. And he gets no disadvantage or anything. Okay, he's just going to roll.
And my AC is now 16.
Doesn't matter. Your AC could have been 10. He still would have missed. Okay, so the most efficient route to get him on the other side of that log. He has, oh goodness, he used 15, he used 20, he got 10 feet. So
Not very
move
efficient.
10 feet around to the other side of that log. No attack for opportunities because of his disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And nasty elves, hate them. All right, Trotter.
I am going to use my short bow and shoot the elf that's running, or not the elf, the goblin that's running away.
Who did not get far enough to get cover from you.
No, he did not. Okay. Oh. Okay, so, about that. I'm not going to hit because I got a 1. Oh.
Let's see. Is Krimakar just growing feathers all of a sudden? Or you broke your bowstring.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. It's either that or Krimakar grows feathers. Which one?
How about I don't shoot him and I will just take broken bowstring.
Okay. How generous of you. All right, Karen Thiel. How you doing?
Great.
You're not dead.
Yes. I'm going to attack again. Go up to him and attack.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. And
Stop following me. You're not my type.
I got
Nice.
a...
Nice.
Wait, is this a 9 or a 6?
That's a
This is
6.
6.
It's a 6, okay. And a 19.
And a 9. Okay, so 19 definitely hits. 6. coughing up blood. You're like, oh, you're not nice at all. Kermikar, what are you doing?
You said it's going to take a full round action to get up on the log.
Full movement action to allows a creature to climb onto a fallen tree.
Okay.
Allows you advantage on attack rolls as long as they stay on the tree. That's advantage on melee attacks.
Okay. I am going to double move.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So just run completely around the log and get behind the horse, so you can't escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hate you both. I hate your mother too.
Ooh.
Ooh. Reaction?
Reaction. Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, disengage, and moves up on top of the log. Okay, but that's his full movement to get up there, so he can't quite escape. Used his disengage as a free action, which means he gets an attack, which means he does have advantage on his attack. I like your hair. Let me take some.
It goes like this.
Ooh.
No. He successfully hits you with his bent sword.
Oh, gosh dang it.
He goes like this, but with a bent sword.
Wait a minute. Kurokar. Karen Thale.
Yes.
Why is everybody picking on you? As you take 2 points of damage.
It's a little bit better than 13.
So it comes down, swipes out, meant to cut your head off, but just cuts into your shoulder instead.
Ouch.
And so the goblin soldier, you know what the goblin soldier's going to try to do. Get the heck out of there. But, meanwhile, Trotter, what are you doing?
Shoot.
No, not that.
Yeah, I can't. I'll just throw my bow. Oh, God.
No shoot.
No. Okay. What do I need? I'm guessing. Where did my bowstring break? Did it just break right in the center, or at the end, or?
It's irrelevant.
I feel like.
Because it's broken.
When the bow string breaks, even if it's at the very end, you can't restring it with the same bow because then it's too short.
Okay.
Bow strings have a very low tolerance for shortage.
Makes sense. It'll make it more springy. Okay. Well, if.
You carry a spare?
Nope.
You think you would?
I probably will now.
Okay. So, you don't have a spare bowstring, you can't restring your bow. Now you're realizing, this is why Mama said to carry more than one. I thought she was just talking about my underwear.
So what are the penalties to just throwing an arrow at him?
Aerodynamics.
Just,
Non-proficiency bonus, that's for sure.
That makes sense.
So you have to roll straight up to hit.
Okay. So I don't add anything.
Oh, your dex.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. 21.
With just your dex.
Just my dex.
Okay. How far away is that?
I am. That looks like 20 feet. 20 feet.
Plus 5 up.
Yeah. Well,
So
I
20.
counted. Well, I guess.
Okay, so disadvantage.
Okay.
Because that's a long way to throw an arrow.
That makes sense. 18.
All right. You still hit.
Okay.
Roll a die 4 for damage.
Okay.
With
4.
no modifiers. 4. And he got hit before, didn't he?
Yeah, he took
You
6
must
before.
have quite an arm on you.
You're like,
He spiraled it.
and he goes,
Some little spin.
and he looks around over and he goes, "Pwah!" Oh! And falls over dead.
Okay.
As you got the luckiest throw of an arrow
Do you have a dagger?
No, I have a bow and a sword, and that's it. And a broken bow now.
Okay, so you could probably find some string to read bow
Hopefully.
that, but that's so funny.
Didn't you only have like 1 health left?
He did.
Yeah, okay, that's why.
All you had to do was nick him.
Yeah.
You just happened to nick his femoral artery.
Ah.
Trotter, you seem to have a pretty good arm.
Apparently.
I pull out my dagger. Here.
Oh, that too.
I think it'll be a little bit more useful than throwing arrows.
I should hope so.
Now, I have, in defense of this act, I have thrown arrows and made them stick into a target from about 10, maybe 15 feet.
Not 20.
Not 20. No, 20 I don't think I could have gotten. The other impossible feats I've done with arrows is I shot my brother twice with a bow.
Oh.
In real life?
In the same
In
spot?
real life.
Did you Robin Hood it?
No. This wasn't the same day. Well, the first time was because I was Robin Hooding it.
Oh.
I took the bow and I had my brother hold the bow for me. So I could put 3 arrows on it.
Oh, God.
Now, I wanted him to face the target so he can see me hit the target. But for some odd reason, he's like, no, I want to watch you fire. So he faced me while he was holding the bow.
Oh, God.
Don't know why. I told him to face the other way. It might have saved him if he'd been facing the other way, like I said. Because the back of his skull is stronger than his cheek.
Oh, gosh.
2 of the arrows actually hit the target.
Ooh.
One of them flipped up, went into his mouth. He had 7 stitches on the inside of his mouth. That's the first time I shot my brother with a bow.
Why is that multiple
The
times?
first time.
The second time I shot my brother with a bow, admittedly, I only did this because it was impossible. There was no way I could make this shot, so I tried it anyways. Now, so here's an arrow. There's the fletching. There's the target point. It's a target point. We're not talking hunting point. And it would have been even more impossible if I tried to do it with a hunting point. So I put the feathers at him and stuck the target point just on the string. So we barely hold there. No notch, nothing. I just the tip of a target point on the string and holding it like this. Now, logic says, and I knew this was going to happen, I'm going to fire this bow and that thing is going to flop. I am going to get a big ass bruise on the inside of my arm when that arrow hits me. I know it's going to happen. But the look on my brother's face when he thinks I'm about to shoot him with a bow is going to be priceless. The arrow comes off the string, feathers first, and flips like this. So the aerodynamics took the feathers and forced it up, and it still had enough forward momentum to keep going. And fortunately, I hit him on the collarbone,
Oh,
That
God.
still
so it
hurts.
did not penetrate. Yes, it still hurt, but I only did this because the shot was impossible, and I did it anyways. Like, I never could have predicted that the arrow would have flipped.
You rolled a 20 on it.
I rolled a 20 with advantage. I got both 20s. Huh? So, that was the second time I shot my brother.
Is your brother younger than you or older?
Yes, younger.
Okay, how much?
Almost 2 years.
Okay.
He's not an Irish twin. He does look like an Irish twin because we looked a lot alike when we were kids. So I need to hurry this up. We are not going to finish tonight
Okay.
because we only have half an hour. We have to do the results. I really appreciate it. Moved along quickly, got the battle over. Once the battle is done, the dwarves thank companions and introduce themselves while they wipe down their axes and swords. And I'm just going to read it fast. We're going to skip the role-playing part to get into the better role-playing part. Snorri the Smith, the leader of the gang of 3. Snorri's a snowy-haired, wily old dwarf. He stands 4 feet tall. He wears a dark gray cloak and has an eye patch over his left eye. This doesn't stop him making good use of the gold-hilted sword that hangs from his baldric. His good eye is bright as a pebble and is clear that he doesn't miss much. Snorri's voice is gravel and croak after years at the forge. He is a thoughtful chap, not quick to anger or pass judgment. He identifies the leader of the company and shakes their hand in greeting. So, you're the leader.
Okay.
Shakes your hand.
Hi.
Bori, the whittler. Bori is the youngest of the trio and stands at 3 feet 9 inches in height. He wears a green hooded cloak with a golden tassel on his hood. His hair and beard are red and shorter than is normally seen in a traveling dwarf. Lively and inquisitive, he has a wooden whistle in his satchel, and Bori speaks quickly and often asks obvious questions. His inexperience can make him seem less clever than he actually is. Bori smokes a long-stemmed pipe. Bori will make a point of shaking everybody's hands a little too eagerly and a little too quickly for a little too long. Har, the storm mason. The tallest of the three, Har stands some 4 feet 6 inches tall. He wears a blue cloak over a dull gray corselet of mail. His hair is iron gray, and his full beard is kept neatly combed. Har carries an axe, and a broad-bladed knife hangs at his belt. Har is an exceptional judge of character. He listens more than he speaks, and when he does speak, it is slow and deep, and only when he has something of use to say. Often he will simply nod or shake his head and suck on a short-stemmed pipe. When it comes to greetings, Har keeps his hands firmly in his belt. All right. Picture pages, picture pages. All right.
That's the handshaker.
Yep, that's the guy that shakes too much. That's the guy who won't shake your hand. And obviously...
And the taller guy is the guy with the eye patch?
No, he's not the tallest. The tallest is the one on the bottom.
Ah, yes, okay.
Trying to determine which way I have to move to make it right for the camera. All right. So, ale and smoke rings and roasted pig. Snorri urges everyone to get out of the rain and away from the scene of the battle, indicating that they have a safe camp nearby. Dwarves can be trusted to lead the party out of the rain into a pile of ancient masonry. Like I said, I'm just going to do the reading part just to make it faster. Ancient masonry roots of the fallen tree where they are built in fire and set camp. A fat pig roasts on a spit above the fire. As soon as the dwarves return from the camp to the company, Bori hurries along to set the spit turning again in case the pig becomes blackened on one side. Snorri quickly sets up the fire blazing again to ensure no more goblins come near. The dwarves set about drying their cloaks and those of the company before the welcoming blaze. The camp has plenty of logs and stones to which to sit. Dwarves make everyone feel almost welcome. Feel most welcome, not almost welcome. All right. The dwarves introduce themselves, explain that they are wandering craftsmen. Like so many of their kind, they have made their living wandering the highways of the Wilderlands, taking whatever work they can find that fits their skills. While they talk, Bori will whittle away at a whistle for whichever companion member he likes the most, and will present it as a gift later in the evening, either shyly if he feels any romantic connections, or boldly if the gift is a simple friendship. Dwarves intend to cross Mirkwood and head for Erebor and Lonely Mountain, and now that the dragon is dead, they all have kin there and are very keen to return home. Snorri hopes to find his sons from which he is parted, and they each sought work as a smith. Bori longs to see the wondrous sights of Erebor since he was born on the road, and he longs to have a home in one place. Har will not give up his story easily, but he is returning to Erebor in the hope of finding his wife, lost to him many years since the coming of the dragon Smog. He will not elaborate on his sad story. And the reason we are running short of time, of course, is because I spent an excessive amount of time explaining things for the audience and stuff like that. So, around the fire, following activities enjoyed. There's no need to do them all. Make sure the company enjoys roasted pig. Ale. Dwarves produce a small keg of ale and open it in celebration of victory over the goblins. Bori passes around wooden cups and everyone makes a toast to victory. Snorri offers up another toast to Bori for catching the delicious pig they're all about to eat. Har loves a riddle. At some point in the evening, he suddenly delivers a riddle in his deep, sonorous voice and glares at the company, daring them to answer before a smile cracks his stern face. Now, reaching stiffly for the sky, I bare my fingers when it's cold. In warmth I wear an emerald glove, and in between I dress in gold. What am I?
A tree.
Very good. I think you've heard all of these, haven't you?
No, I have not.
The one who makes me sells it. The one who buys it never uses it. The one that uses it never knows that it has it. What is it?
A coffin.
Correct. Now you have to answer one.
Okay.
Alive with no breath, as chilly as death, never thirsty, ever drinking, clad in mail, never clinking, drowns on dry land, thinks an island is a mountain, thinks a fountain is a puff of air.
So you got the hard one.
Well, the greedy folk took all the easy ones. There are actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different riddles here that you can give up and use.
Can you repeat it?
Yes. Alive with no breath, as chilly as death, never thirsty, ever drinking, clad in mail, never clinking, drowns on dry land, thinks an island is a mountain, thinks a fountain is a puff of air.
A fish?
Yes.
Nice.
Very good, very good, very good. All right. Speeding past the riddle, singing. After several cups of ale have been enjoyed and the dwarves have asked the company to... Oh, by the way, if you didn't actually get them, then you can try riddle checks.
Yeah.
After several cups of ale have been enjoyed, the dwarves have asked you to tell some of their stories. Har produces his drum, Bori his whistle, and they strike up a tune. Har sings this tone. Hawk is the one I normally have sing this. So I do apologize in advance. The mountain was young, the valley green, such a place they'd never seen. They came from far, they came from wide, with hammer and pick they delved inside. When Durin's folk carved open a door to the riches lying near Erebor. A many-pillared hall of stone they mined and dug out their new home. The delver dug, the pick gave sound, rubies and emeralds and opals found. When Durin's folks carved open a door to the riches lying neath Erebor. A sturdy hearth, a golden throne, and plates of gold, thick walls of stone. A row of warriors stout and proud, girth for battle, heads unbowed. When Durin's folks carved open a door to the riches lying neath Erebor. None heard his wings, none felt his breath, but hot north wind brought with it death. The lintel broke, the stored floor cracked, the treasures of hearth and home were sacked. When Durin's folks carved open a door to the riches lying neath Erebor. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. It was horrible.
Again.
No, never.
Encore.
Snorri is an expert in blowing marvelous smoke rings. After a few cups of ale, he produces his pipe. The other dwarves follow suit. Dwarves on the road play an ancient game of smoke rings. They declare what shape they will attempt to blow and then make in the attempt. Each smoker has 3 tries to score as many points as possible. Legend has it that different pipe weeds and different kinds of pipe can produce an advantage. Smoke rings are blown using either an experienced smoking, wisdom, or naturally gifted smoking, dexterity ability checks. Of course, the most proficient with pipe benefit from their proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
The DC depends on the smoke rings attempted. So I won't tell you the DCs, but I will tell you in order of difficulty. A series of tiny rings will give you 1 point. Small but perfectly formed spinning ring will give you 2 points. Medium-sized ring through which flies a small ring gets 3 points. The grower will get you 3 points. Gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The shrinker gets you 4 points. The giant's ring It gets a big ring big enough you can almost step through it, at least if you're a dwarf
Or halfling.
or a halfling. Now, the dragon,
Wait, how is the giant's 4 as well?
5 points.
Okay.
So it's 3 for the mediums, 3 for the grower, 4 for the shrinker, 5 for the giant's ring. Now, 8 points is if you can do the dragon. What do you guys think the dragon looks like?
Does it
A
look
dragon.
like a dragon?
It could look like a dragon. I mean, this is Middle Earth, and we all saw
The ship.
the wizard doing ships and things like that. So you can blow a dragon, an actual shaped dragon, and that's great. But that's going to be the hardest one to do. Who's going to join me?
I shall, because I have a pipe and pipe weed.
Okay. Anybody else want to join? I have extra pipes if you need to borrow a pipe.
And so natural skill is based on dexterity?
Right. But if you're an experienced smoker, then you can use your wisdom.
Can I still use my dexterity instead?
You're proficient in... you use either one, but you get your proficiency bonus added to
Okay.
it. So you get your dexterity or your wisdom plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, I'll try.
Okay.
I will engage them.
All right. Now, it says that all of them, but I never played this with all the dwarves. I only played it with one dwarf. So, I will show you how it's done. Let's go with a simple one. I will do the medium-sized ring through which flies a small ring. And he should have tried something harder.
Hmm.
But he gets 3 points. That's Snorri. On his first attempt, gets 3 points. You're next.
Which one's worth 4 points?
Krimakar, you can do the Shrinker. That'll get you 4 points.
I will try the shrinker.
Okay.
I'm going to do natural.
Okay. So you're going to use your dexterity.
No, experienced. So
Wisdom.
wisdom. 17.
17.
Yeah.
You did the Shrinker. Good job. So that's Krimakar. Got 4 points. He's impressed. Not bad for a thin-lunged elf.
Really now?
There's 1, 2.
No
3,
offense.
both
I mean,
those,
look how
5,
skinny you
8.
are. Would it hurt you to eat a sandwich? Go ahead. Carindale. Oh, it's weird. They're in order.
I will try the giants.
The Giant's Ring?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a d20 plus dexterity, right?
If you want to use dexterity instead of wisdom, yes.
13, 14, 15.
15. You should have tried something simpler like the grower. Just, you made it big, but it just didn't get big enough for a halfling to step through. Good try.
So
I'm
no,
very
so
impressed.
no points.
No points. 0 points for you. And Trotter, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try the giants.
The Giant's Ring? Okay.
And so I still have advantage because I haven't failed a check yet.
Holy cow! You have advantage. Plus, what was your
5. I have +5 for dexterity and my proficiency bonus.
Advantage and +5. Okay.
Okay. 24.
You should
Should've
have tried
done the
for
dragon.
Dang it!
You really should have tried.
Dang
for
it,
the
I
dragon.
almost
so
did.
much, you know?
So you
Almost
got
did.
5 points, which is 1 point more than anybody else. That's pretty good. Now Snorri is going. I have got to try for the dragon. He
Got
made
it.
it on the die roll without the bonus.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Nice.
So yeah, he gets 8 points for doing the dragon. So he is a total
Plus
8,
3.
9, 10, 11. Yeah, he's had 11 points on the second round. You have 4 points.
No, he has 4 points.
You have 4 points. To tie him,
You can't
You need
tie
to
him.
do the dragon.
the dragon with 8, 9,
It'll
10,
give you
11,
12.
12. The dragon will beat him by 1.
We still have one more try after that, right?
Yeah, you still have one more try after that. But the dragon, you need the dragon to beat him. The giant's ring won't tie him, but it'll get you close. It'll get you within 2.
I'm going to try the giant's ring.
Okay.
$14.
You probably should have stuck with the medium-sized rings through which fly a small ring. But, no points for you. So you're at 4. All right. Kamakar, you have to do the dragon to even get into the game. I mean, the current Thiel, he needs the dragon just to get into the game. Now, you don't have to go for the dragon, but you're at 0 right now.
I am just going to do the grower.
Okay.
Wait, the grower is 3, right?
Yeah.
Grower's worth 3, the shrinker's worth 4. Because it's harder to get a smoke ring to collapse on itself.
I'm gonna do the grower.
Okay. It's a grower, not a shower. Well, we're talking smoke rings. Why is everybody giggling?
17, 18, 19.
19. Wow, you should have tried for the dragon. But you got your 3 points. You really should have tried for the dragon.
That's a success for me.
Yeah, you're good. You're on the chart. All right. What's your +5 going to get you?
How could I go for a dragon then?
course.
If he,
You still have advantage.
I know I do.
+5 and advantage? Yeah, you might as well try it.
Okay, well, on my first roll I got 21, so
That gets you the dragon. That's 8 points +5.
yeah.
So that's 13 points total.
It's 2 more than anybody else.
Yeah. Now, Snorri is thinking about it and saying, I have to get 2 points to tie you.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to... I know you get 1 more puff after this. But 3 points gets me to win. But I probably need a margin of at least 2.
Okay.
I'm going to go for the shrinker.
That was pretty dang realistic.
All right, he's stuck at 11 points. Because that's all he got.
He inhaled.
So, he choked.
He choked. He literally choked. He was like, I'm just going to count. I got this perfectly. I'm going to count. and he huffed. He got a hot coal or something in his throat. He got a nat 1. All right. Go ahead, Kirkar. You need
The dragon.
No, he needs
I can't
more than a
possibly-
dragon.
9, 10, 11, 12. If you do the dragon, that puts you 1 point behind the halfling. He still has a turn to go.
Halflings smoke a lot of
Pipe.
a lot of that pipe tobacco.
Okay. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Lick my lips. Get it nice and moist.
Would you like to do some puffs? You can huff up a load of deep breaths to lower the difficulty by 1, resulting points for success, and the resulting points by success for 1. So it drops you down. If you do a 4-pointer, but you do some huff and puffs, it reduces it to a 3 points, but also reduces the difficulty by 1.
Interesting.
I'm going to create a new one called Dueling Dragons.
Oh.
Dueling Dragons.
Yes.
Okay, let's see that 20.
Wow.
Go large or go home. That
Ooh.
is a 15.
Oh.
Okay. You get this entire massive... You've seen those guys who do the
Vape
vapes,
tricks.
and just a big massive wall of smoke. Like, he doesn't know how you got that much smoke out. That didn't have any shape.
Yeah.
And so you got no points.
It's okay.
So you're good at 4 points. I don't know if you want to beat him, but all you have to do is get 1 point to tie him to To win the whole thing, though, you're going to have to do
Dueling dragons.
Dueling Dragons. A yin-yang dragon pattern appears.
Yeah, why not? I'll
Okay.
try it.
Okay,
Okay, so,
Now, if you just want to beat him, you can beat him. If you want to beat
Anyone else?
11 minus 8, 3 equals, what, 9?
11 is
You have to get at least a dragon to mate Snorri. No. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. To match Snorri, you have to do the dragon. But to beat him, you just have to do
I'm just gonna do a shrinker.
Okay. That's good for 4 points.
he could beat him with a spinning, couldn't he?
Let's see. He's got 3 and he's trying to beat 4. So, yeah, you can do it with a small but perfectly formed spinning ring, yes. To beat him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the. Okay, sure. Spinning.
Okay.
That'll be easy.
It'd be funny if he got a 1.
17, 18.
You should have went for the dragon. So, you got your 2 points, which puts you at 5, and you are currently in 3rd place.
Yeah.
Sucker. Now,
See, I was trying to be an inhaler.
you
I would like to do the dueling dragons.
have already won.
Yeah, I want to do the dueling dragons.
Let's see you score that 20.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You have an advantage.
No.
What's the greatest score?
11.
11. Oh man, that puts you, that's not even 1 point score.
Yeah, sweet.
You choked,
I
but
choked.
you won. Well, you didn't choke like the other guy did. He literally choked. So, Snorri gifts the winner, even if it's himself, with an ornately carved pipe that he's been keeping for special occasions. Smoking this pipe gives excellent powers of concentration, and given a chance to smoke it, grants the smoker a +1 bonus to riddle checks. By the way, you no longer have advantage on your checks for anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
So you get a +1 to riddle checks once per long rest. It's also a great pipe to use in the game with smoke rings, giving you a +1 to rolls made as part of the game.
Ooh. +6. Yay.
Yeah, that's relevant. Sorry. The highlight of the evening is the roasted pig.
Ooh.
Cooked over the fire, well tended by Bori, and eaten under the open sky, the pork is absolutely delicious. This is far and away the best meal you have had since even before you met at Woodman Town. Everybody enjoying the meal recovers all depleted hit dice and remove all levels of exhaustion gained on the road. You guys didn't get any levels of exhaustion because you started off with so good and had such great rolls on it. But yeah, so in regular rules, you probably get a short rest and heal back some of your hit points. So, do you want to go ahead and use your short rest? Roll one hit die, and
I
recover-
have Hands of Healer. Can I heal myself with
How-
my
how-
own ability?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. You have 1 healing die, D8. You can touch a creature to heal them for the die plus your wisdom modifier, or spend 10 minutes, blah, 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 and I can remove frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, stunned, or unconscious. from
Okay.
Anybody.
Somebody give me a intelligence, investigation, or a wisdom insight check.
Insight. 23.
All right. Bori claims that he caught the pig in a snare with this, but you determine that he's lying. He didn't catch the pig in a snare. He actually found it what he thought was someone else's snare. Specifically, staked the rope near where you fought the goblins. It's more than likely that somebody else left the pig tethered there. And it's bedtime, And this is a great time to end the story. We will pick up the story the next time we get to play and to finish the rest of the part. But I do want to at least set up the scene for how the last scene ends, just because my wife went through the effort of building it. So go ahead and remove that other map.
Flip that one over.
Yep, flip that one over.
Ooh. Spooky.
By the way, when you run this,
Toilets?
I will gladly lend you my supplies, since these aren't available from just by buying the module.
Are those toilets?
Those
No.
are not toilets.
Okay.
Pillars.
I will help you.
I will need one of you to get up so I can actually get near that thing. All right, because it's too much work to be trying to get between you.
Do you want me to roll for my healing?
Yeah, go ahead and mark it on your character sheet so you can. So next time you can-
Isn't it a D8 plus your wisdom?
Plus wisdom.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's your wisdom?
1 plus 1.
Okay, okay.
So 3.
So you have a minimum of 2 when you've taken 2 damage.
Start stacking.
Yeah.
What?
Never mind, no, nothing.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa. Hey, that's the same stage from...
It is, but as you can see, it was
It's-
built for this.
Ah!
These are very cool.
My wife made these.
These are very, very good.
Second
How
door.
did she make those?
With foam, she cut them pieces out, made these little stacks,
That's great.
painted them.
John, do you have a dog
What do you mean? Do I have a dog?
at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Are you allergic?
No, because your entire back is covered in dog hair.
I have a dog and 2 cats.
Ah, yes, that would be it.
Is this even showing on the camera?
No,
I need you to arrange the camera so people can see.
I tried looking for it. I couldn't. Yeah, you could probably use that camera to show the beautiful construction.
This is a spoiler alert, but this is how the final scene would appear to you guys.
Very cool.
Hold on. May I make some adjustments?
Yeah. Sure.
Ah, yes.
So what do you guys think?
Nice.
This is what my wife made for me.
That's pretty sweet.
I spent a little money to print these things on larger scale and have them laminated.
Did she make all of these too?
Nope.
Okay.
I had these printed at the college, Eastern Washington University.
Where were they originally from? Like the...
They're from the book.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're from the module themselves.
Gotcha.
When are we playing next?
Well, let's figure this out.
Monday's the Doctor Who, right?
Uh,
It's the 3rd.
yeah, I think that is Doctor Who.
Okay.
So it would be, the next Thursday would be a normal training day.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next Monday would be a training day, so it's the Thursday after that.
And it may be me running it.
You want to run just the last half?
Okay.
Or do you need to run the first half?
I need to run the entire thing.
Then we'll run the entire thing. But we will do it without the introduction stuff. We know how to play. Mm-hmm. We will start right away so we can get through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you get to use my toys.
Yay!
Thank you all for watching us play. This was done to train the people on how to do this. A lot of the stuff I was discussing in the beginning that did take up some extra time was how to prep, what kind of supplies I take along with me, and a little bit about how this is different from regular 5th edition. When you're normally doing that, you skip all that. When we're running this in the wild, we are not going to talk about what I did to set it up. We're just going to do it, and people are going to be surprised that it went smoothly. And we're not going to discuss the differences between 5th edition and Adventures in Middle-earth. We're just going to do it. The most I would discuss would be the Fellowship focus, because that's relevant to how we play. But Since it's not part of the regular game, he doesn't need, when he does it, he can skip all of that and just start with playing the game. And that will save us a significant amount of time. All right. Thank you. Namare. Dream well.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Kill that camera.
I'm trying.